Now, from across the Tri-States, this is KHQA Sports.
And tip-top the evening, everybody, and welcome to this Warp Speed Sports Final, where we are so busy tonight, we don't even have the luxury of time for pithy intros. So let's go to work. We start off with playoff action from Havana, semifinals of the regional, Illini West and Macomb. And this was a Donnybrook of epic proportions. Early on, Michaela Gronewold establishing herself, had a really good night with 23 points, but Macomb would seize the early lead, going inside to Kayla Vestal here, and then it's Madison Worley off the great creation right here as Miss Worley goes up, gets the bucket, 4-point lead for the Bombers at this point. Gracie Bostard at the other end going to answer from long distance, knock down a triple to give Illini West back some footing. And from there, the Chargers would attack. Aubrey Carlisle coming right through the middle of the defense, Matador style. Good score for her. More from Gracie Bostard, going to run away from the crowd and take it floor length as Illini West completes the deed behind 23 points from Michaela Gronewold, gets the win tonight, and advances on to Thursday night's final. 53-43 was your final. Up next for Illini West will be the winner of the Midwest Central Havana game. That game was at halftime. Last time the score was updated on the IHSA score zone. Meanwhile, Class 1A now. We take you to Mount Sterling. Always fun, always interesting when Unity and Mount Sterling get together. Brown County going to work in this game. Emily Kitchell is blocked, but has the presence of mind here to come back, rally, resourcefully grab her own offensive rebound, and recover. Vanessa Marker doing Vanessa Marker things on the offensive glass, cleaning up from the post as well, doing great muscle work there. At the other end, huge night for Whitney Murphy. She was not daunted by Miss Marker. She had 16 points to lead the way. Also in double digits for the Unity Mustangs, Claire Raby. Great three for her. Marker going to answer at the other end with a triple. I'll tell you what, Maggie Bowles, though, a great calming influence in this ball game for her team. Look at the spinorama move, going to find Whitney Murphy eventually, and Unity's going to pull off the victory in this one. Final count, 54-44, so it's Unity on to the Thursday night championship game against South Fulton. No score was updated, but we do know that South Fulton was the winner of that game. We've got more girls action for you now. Keokuk trying to take sole possession of the conference championship tonight. Needed to beat Washington at home. Lakin Bolts doing her thing, driving and laying it in nicely for the bucket and the Band-Aid. More to come from the Keokuk Chiefs. Offense not very abundant tonight. Paige Cavon with a step-up jumper, and Trinity Jeffers very good in this ballgame with 8 points. Unfortunately for Keokuk, they fall in their quest to seize a conference outright crown. Final count in this one was 32-30. In favor of Washington. One other score to pass along before we get to Will. We've got Central Lee getting knocked off by Fort Madison. Final count in this one, my friends, 59-35 would be how it all ends up. And here's Will now to check in with Northeast Missouri.
Will, go for it, buddy. Over in Palmyra, a big one tonight between two teams who can get out and run. Let's take you to the highlights if we can right now. This one, a battle from the get-go. Look at these shoes in Palmyra. They have got some style. Trevor Menny right there. Jordan Nutt, they got the KDs going. Bulldogs, though, they be feeling it early and often from the outside. Elijah Oblinger from the top of the key. Nothing but nylon from him as he'd make that. Then they're going to get it down low to the big fella, Tristan Castiglia. He would make easy work of that. Palmyra, they would wake up, though. Trevor Menny, he's going to find Josh Holtz right in the corner. Holtz going to bury that one from the corner right there. Brock Butler, he'd be getting loose as well. Nice ball movement here from the Panthers. Butler, you better believe he's going to put that one up. But Louisiana, they would open the third quarter on a 14-4 run. Palmyra would never recover. Bulldogs, they're going to get the win in this one tonight, 65-62, and claim first place in the conference tonight. Over in Hannibal tonight, Pirates taking on Boonville. Dylan Powell, beastly down low, old-fashioned three-point play from him. He'd get the ball again from Vincent Elder. 18 points from that young man tonight. Trayvon Jones going to be working his magic as well, running the floor. Over to Vincent Elder. He'd make easy work of that. Hannibal, easy win tonight, 61-41. Over to some scores right now if we can for you. Mark Twain loses to Clark County tonight, 59-42. South Shelby, a big winner over Brookfield tonight. Austin Durbin, 17 points in that ball game. And Highland, a big win over Monroe City tonight by 5. Austin Richmiller, 37 in that ball game. Brashear tournament, Scotland County taking on Atlanta in this one. Lucas Howard down low. He would get that one to go. Howard again. This man was a monster tonight. 23 points from him. And Corgi Kiger, the best name on the floor. He's going to get the lane to go. Scotland County wins easy, 78-44. Over to Chris.
Thank you, Will. Southeast Iowa, too much tonight of Dylan Mankey. School record 9 triples as Holy Trinity beat Central East 68-52. And Fort Madison doing the deed on the road against Davis County. Who else? Miles Wenzine, 37 points to lead the way to victory. Let's take you to Illinois now. Oh, the Liberty Eagle fans trying to rally. Their team had at one point a 17-5 lead on West Hancock, but Devin Lee Rings and company coming back from distance in this one. How about Jonathan Ferguson from the top of Adams County knocking out a triple? It's a 2-point game. Michael Blewett, though, having none of it. Great creation right here from Michael Mast, and then Blewett doing his thing with the spin cycle. This is going to be pretty, kids. You're not going to see a better move all week, and I told Will, if this isn't sensational 7-worthy, he's fired. Great stuff there as Liberty rallies back to get the victory in this one. Final count, 46-35 is how it ends up. Quincy Notre Dame taking on Sacred Heart Griffin. No real way to make this pretty. The Raiders had some momentum. Sacred Heart Griffin would take it away and suck it dry tonight. Riley Walls right here in transition for the 2. At this point, 10-4 Sacred Heart Griffin. Austin Ritter trying to rekindle what he had going Saturday night. Unfortunately, Sacred Heart Griffin way too much. Alex Mandeville with the long 3 made it a 27-8 game at that ball. At that point, it's never going to get any prettier. Sacred Heart Griffin in a blowout tonight wins by nearly 20 points. So there's your final there. Let's take a look at the rest of the Illinois scoreboard. Upset of the night, number 1 Payson Seymour after taking out Madison. Maybe got caught looking ahead, losing to West Central 51-49. Big upset there. Great quality win for the Cougars. Also, Rushville Industry by 1 over Southeastern on this night. It was Unity winning an OT behind 17 points from Will Klusmeyer. And we also have Central hanging on in a tight, very contentious battle with Illini West, 50-48. Also, congratulations to Quincy Christian, a winner over West Fair, not West of 4, 61-57 was your final there. More from Will.
Back to the Brashear tournament. Knox County taking on the host Brashear. Taylor Lincoln, she's going to finish off the fast break right there. Next down the floor, it's going to be Shanna Elder. She is going to pick this one off the full court press. Knox County going to get this one done easy tonight, 77-24. The only other matchup in the Brashear tournament, North Shelby taking on Atlanta. Dramatic ending in this ball game. We don't have time to show you the highlights. North Shelby would get a late bucket with 5 seconds left by Kaylee Smith. They'd go on to get the win, 44-43. Let's go to those Missouri girls scores. We'll get through them real quick if we can. Highland, a big winner by 36 tonight over Monroe City. South Shelby, a loser tonight by 2 to Brookfield. And Mark Twain, a 12-point winner over Cloud County. Kenzie Grossman, 26 in that ball game. Staying in Missouri if we can, Palmyra girls playing host to Louisiana tonight as well. Early on, it was a Miss Katie Hinkle show. Katie Hinkle here, Katie Hinkle there. She would fire that one home. Then Hinkle from downtown, she was automatic in this game. She finished with 23 in this ball game as Palmyra would go on to cruise over over Louisiana tonight, 72-33. Back to you, Chris.
We have one more score to bring you tonight, and the news is not good for John Wood, which loses for the first time since December to Southeastern College of Iowa. 88-78 was your final. Illini West product Brody Gronewold with 25 points, but to no avail. John Wood, which just today checked in at number 17 in the junior college rankings, is going to probably drop this week after the loss. Again, your final, 78-88 is your final. Coming up tomorrow, Student Athlete of the Week, the aforementioned Miss Katie Hinkle will be featured there. And if you missed our feature at 6 o'clock on Taylor Bauckham, the outstanding former Camp Point Central point guard turned outstanding photojournalist, that is online now at KHQA.com. Hope you'll check it out. Hope you'll check us out tomorrow night. Got a busy night of regional action, a little Southeast Iowa fun coming your way at 10. We'll see you then, everybody.